Here we are again on a Wednesday night. AppleandApps.com checking out Fishbowl Roll, which is kind of a rolling platformer game along the lines of Super Monkey Ball and a few others on iOS like Aerox and a couple others. And right now we're using the tilt controls. There's also touch-based controls where you simply tap the left and right side of the screen to move. But touch just tilt seems so much more immersive for this type of game, so we'll do the best we can with it. It's worth noting we have the little attachment to record this game, so tilt's a little off balance, but again, we'll do our best. And so Fishbowl Roll, it comes from Phobic Studios, the makers of the Bounce On series, which is some of the best platforming action available on iOS. And this has a similar idea, but made into that rolling mechanic. You get to control this little fish in the bowl through these outlandish 3D environments floating in the world. You can also, let's try that again, but you don't have to follow the path per se if you don't want to. It's a bit like Impossible Road in that regard, though you can see you start flying off if you don't. And there's not the sharpest turns available. So let's just follow the path this time. If you do the shortcuts, it lets you cut down on time, and your score is based on collecting the treats as well as making it in the time limit. Which I'm failing at both, excellently enough. Let's go with the time limit this time. Okay. Got the idea of that level. So all told, there's going to be 5 sets of 8 different levels, so you got 40 levels to play through, all along these mechanics. Looks like we got a little bouncing action now. Oh, it's also like Gears. That's another ball rolling adventure game. This one you could try to take shortcuts, and then you can try to go off path for the treats, or you can just go to the exit like I did there. So let's actually replay this level and see, based on the positioning, to kind of change our alignment. Like that. A little topsy-turvy there. Oops. Okay, I got my fill of that level. Let's go back out to the level select screen. Let's try a new one. And hopefully you can appreciate the 3D design at work. It kind of looks like a Dr. Seuss level almost, or a Dr. Seuss story. Just rendered in 3D. And the tilt controls are highly precise, even if I'm messing up as many times as I do. Here's a little tiny pathway that I couldn't even get started on.
Piece of cake.
So the fishbowl is going to roll automatically. And you're just changing the tilt or touch to just his direction.
There's another level after this. I hope nobody saw that.
Then this is the type of game that you kind of do want to restart to go for those 3 stars. Find that little missing piece of candy. So the pathways are quite challenging, no matter which control scheme you choose. Looks like the middle pathway was the Goldilocks pathway. And then I still messed it up. But you get the idea with this level, so let's go on to another. Let's bam out into the second set of levels. Now you see we're given a new environment. And there's enemies. Oops. Not even sure if I want to test what they do. I figured as much. There's springy enemies, so you get even close at all and you're going to be bouncing off. So let's try this shortcut. And it turns out this is not the type of game to show on a video if you want to show your skill, or lack thereof. Well, no, I guess it is a good representation of lack of skill. Anyway, Fishbowl Roll, it's going to be $1.99. It's universal for all iOS devices. And again, you can use the tilt or touch controls to try to garner as much precision as you possibly can. And it seems like I keep going extreme when I do my movements, so it changes up the whole basis of the level. But we hope you have a good idea of what to expect if you decide to pick up the game yourself.
Exit. Yippee!
And we'll talk to you next time. So we'll play one more as we roll out of this one.